Hello everyone, welcome to Multiply, or possibly Multiply Factory? Presumably Multiply Factory, right? This game came out on Steam like a month and a half ago, apparently, and I just noticed it now. It claims to, it certainly looks like it's in kind of the Factorio clone family kind of thing. I have not started this game at all, and apparently I'm going to be like the third person on all of YouTube to do a video on it. It doesn't seem to have hit any big audiences yet, so there's not a lot. I didn't bother looking at any videos. Let's just do it. So, new game. Yeah, I'm 3 seconds into the tutorial on my other save, so we'll just erase that. And you're going to do this tutorial live with me here. Okay, what is going on? Basic operation. Oh yeah, also, based on the language on the scene sort page, the author is not like a native English speaker, so I anticipate a few language problems. Okay, so we can zoom, but only a little bit in and a lot out, okay? Left button drag, move. WASD also move. Okay. Left button click to select things. Presumably like 1 and 2 also. Yeah, okay. Build a miner on... Are these minerals? Click on the minerals. I guess these must be minerals. Maybe there's a picture of minerals in the middle and then... Oh wait, no, these are minerals. I see. Hang on. Why is there a picture of some... What is this then? Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna put miner there. Belts can transport items. Okay, so do that. Are they going into the base? Is that what's happening? Yes. I'm collecting iron. Okay, if I mouse over this, will you tell me it's iron? No. Is there a fast forward? No, whatever. It's not a big deal for the tutorial. Congratulations. I saw. Well, also, there are 3 Steam reviews. One of them was the tutorial broke. Good game. So we'll see how that goes. Drag to change belt directions. Sure. So we'll put another miner here. And while we could drag things here, what if I were to just sideload, into the existing belt? Maybe I shouldn't do that because this looks backed up, huh? Let's just do what the tutorial's expecting of me, shall we? Stats. Does the game keep going while we're doing this? Yes. So now we're making red jewels. The base is consuming them and we're producing them, okay. And so it's not actually prorating or projecting or extrapolating the per minute. It's actually looking at the past minute to see what we've made and consumed. Okay, we have inserters and factories, and we now know how to build belts, presumably at factories, okay? Build a factory. How do I choose factory to build? Oh, you just mean place a factory? That is the choice I have of what I will build, okay. Left button, the factory recipe belts, okay, yes. It wants iron and red jewels, which doesn't seem super realistic, but... Okay. Oh, use the inserter to deliver. Okay. How do I rotate? R. I guess I want it to look like that? Okay. So now we're making belts, which we need to deliver. Except... Undo? No undo. Factory. Factory for belts, please. So it has 2 belts in its output buffer. But I can't... Huh? There's 4 belts in the output buffer. It has all the input it wants. And there seems to be space on the belt. Oh, am I supposed to... It shows a picture of me Oh, you have to use inserters to get stuff out? I guess that's not crazy, but it just wasn't obvious for some reason. So can I run it right into there? No. Okay, so what's happening in this picture? Oh, weird. Okay, so it's using an inserter to make up for the fact that we don't have enough, we don't have a convenient way to get input into the base from here. Like, we can build around, obviously. So why... I guess I have to build belts because... Oh, I deleted my inserters, apparently. The stuff that we need a limited number of, we're just given enough of them for the level. We're eventually going to need to make these ourselves, I guess, okay? And I've got more space to work with to build inserters, alright. So far, easier than Factorio, but we'll see. The inserter can grab 2 spaces in front. Yes. But how does it know which of those to grab? Don't quite understand that. Okay. So we need a new factory, I guess. Hang on. What is the recipe for inserters? Iron and a blue gem. Or just blue, I guess. Okay, well there's iron and there's blue here, so isn't that lovely? I mean, we should be able to put a factory like here. Actually. Why don't I just use an inserter with no belts for that? There's no time to build up a buffer, but that's like fine, right? Now these, you don't need inserters to take stuff out of, in principle, right? But you do to put them into the factory, so it's okay to use one here. I mean, it's okay anyway, do what you want, tutorial, right? But... Oops. There we go. So we have a belt factory and an inserter factory. Fair enough. We don't seem to need energy or anything like that. Yet, anyway. Which is one of the big, like, things you have to pay attention to in Factorio in the early game, especially is like where all your coal is coming from. The inserter can grab items directly from a miner. Yes, I did that already. Red and blue. What do I want these for? I don't have a factory that wants red and blue, right? There's a picture here of a factory for something. Oh. A factory wants iron and red and blue. I see. So let's insert her there. Nope, not a factory, but a miner, please. You should be making factories. Okay, so... how fast do miners mine? Do we know that? I mean, I don't seem to know that yet, but it looks like we have plenty of buffer space here, right? So we must be producing inputs faster than the factory, which can consume them, which I figured, since it takes like 4 whole seconds to make one. Cool, so now we know how to make stairs. So this is something that was mentioned in the store page, is that this is actually a 3-dimensional factory, which is a feature that Factorio does not have. I mean, there's like... What is there in Factorio? I've forgotten now. There's the like underground layer you can use a little bit, but there's not any bridges that I can recall, right? Didn't I play some factory-like games that had bridges? Dyson Sphere Project had some 3 dimensions. Okay, what am I supposed to make now? Well, stairs. Sure. So this consume and produce are in lockstep because all of our buffers are full. Alright, so recipes. We want to make purple, which requires blue and red, and a stair requires a belt and purple. Okay. So we can put a factory down here, easy enough. To make purple, please. And another... Where am I making the belts? They're here? Now... What exactly is the point of the base? I guess it's my holder for this stuff, right? So this is where things eventually go to allow me to click them in this menu. So I could make another, like, belt factory, but for now, I think I, like, might as well just connect to the existing belt factory, sort of, right? Until I learn why that's a bad idea. So that'll be nice and easy. Gives me an excuse to use all these belts as well. This is just like a horrendously expensive thing to do, obviously, in terms of takes up a ton of space and connectivity, but that's fine. We're just still learning. You're gonna make stairs. So I think we should be connected up on stairs now, right? Yeah. We're making purple. Now, we don't actually know if we're, like, I might be over farming. Like, if I were actually using up all of these purples? No. Wait, is this purple? What am I making here? I forgot already. Stair up and stair down? Okay. Ah! New area! Alright, so I don't have to worry about all the inefficient placement stuff. Good. So stair up. Belts can be transferred to the upper floor. Shift builds sustainably. Who knows what that means? But I assume, like, you somehow... I don't know. I don't assume anything. Okay, yellow jewels. The second floor has been unlocked. Click other floors at the bottom right to switch. Ah, okay, so this does still exist. We just have a new thing to work on upstairs. Got it. So, what I was wondering is, first of all, what is this factory making? Oh, factories, I see. So if we were consuming factories as fast as this could make them, would we be, like, would these two factories be fighting over red and blue is something I don't know. Because I don't know what the production time for red is. But, okay, fine. That's not an issue right now, I think. Let's go back upstairs and see what they want me to do. Yellow jewels, okay, well, mining those seems good. And the recipe... Ah, we're learning to build miners, maybe? I mean, sure. We certainly can. A miner is a factory and a yellow. So, how do I keep straight what's where on these two? How do these floors connect to each other? And is this the base? It is. So... does this correspond exactly with where the base is downstairs? I don't know. Can I delete it? No. Alright, let's just put a stair down, I guess. Well, I don't really want that, right? Ah, what they're doing is making me route... like, I could send yellow to base, but base doesn't even want them, right? In fact, wait a minute. Why am I delivering red to base at all? Base doesn't care about red. It made sense for the tutorial, but we don't need that anymore. So down here, we're making factories. Woo! We were. I'm so used to using, like... it doesn't matter. I'll just put another one. No big deal. Factory, making factories. Okay. But up here, we're making yellow, and we have to connect the two of them. So let's say I take this and send it downstairs. Now I look at downstairs, and there's this stuff showing up, right? Pretty cool. Now I haven't left myself any space to get all this stuff into base. Whatever, that's fine. Let's throw a factory here. With an inserter to take stuff from here and from here. And we'll send the output to a stair up, and we'll see what happens. Hang on. I guess I want it pointing left. Is it gonna actually make one? Yes. Good. So we'll see what happens when we deliver something to this base here, to the base upstairs. That seems simple enough, right? The music is charming. I imagine it would get old pretty quickly, but for now I'm still new to it. Speaking of which, not a very clean loop there. Okay, so we're making miners. Great. Question. Do we make miners faster or slower than factories? Are we going to run out of factories if we're placing miners all the time? I guess we won't be placing miners all the time. Okay, we learned how to make splitter and green, apparently. I guess green is going to be yellow and blue. Yeah. And a splitter is a belt and green. Okay. So that's to help us split the belt output, I guess? Maybe? Alright, so miner goes here. And... I mean, we can just throw a factory in here. I don't know exactly, like, if there's some reason to optimize things differently. Okay, and now that we're making green, we want a factory. Okay, now when I move this stuff around, it would be a little helpful if it showed me what it corresponds to on floor 1. By like giving me a ghost outline or something. But okay, it doesn't. Shift builds sustainably. I guess it just sustainably just means keeps it in your click. Alright. So I don't know. Let's put a splitter on the belts and send one of them upstairs and just see how it goes. Oops, I deleted a belt down. I'm so used to right click to like take something out of my hand, but it automatically goes up out of your hand. Okay, so here's a stair up with belts. So we can just do that. And what am I making? Oh, that's greens. What am I... Stop. The point is, there's supposed to be a factory here. Taking greens and belts to make splitters. Oh, it can reach from 2 away, right. Although I don't know how it knows to grab the belt necessarily. I don't know. So I can do this, I guess? Okay, so long splitters and normal splitters are the same? Or not splitters, inserters. Okay, maybe later we'll figure out how to decide if they should, like, which items should be grabbed when multiples are available. Okay, so, right. A crossover, like... 2 belts can be exchanged. Fine. So this is an intersection. It seems like we don't really need those when we have a stair, but okay, fine. Give me more than I need. I guess I'm not going to complain. I assume orange is yellow and red. And then we mix that with a splitter or a belt to make a crossover? A belt. Okay. So there's yellow here. Red was around here, as I recall, and so were belts, right? So I want to just take, like... a stair down here. And then I've got a factory for yellows and reds. Easy enough. Inserter here. You're making oranges, please. Okay. And then... I guess just cram another factory, like... Oh, okay. It's taking up some kind of important real estate if I do that. Okay, let's scoot this up a bit. So that I can put a factory right here. Right here. Sure. This is not at all cursed. I don't know why you would even say that. Now, can it reach 2 squares away as well, or... no, crossovers. No, so it has to be adjacent to the thing it's putting into. But it can reach further away to pick stuff up. You know what? This would be better if it were right here. So that I could just have an inserter go direct. And then I can put one more inserter in here, and we should be good. It has 0 oranges. Why? Because this red hasn't had its yellow source connected yet. Wait, where's the yellow source? I deleted the stair. I see. Oh, I see. It's there. Very funny. Okay. So a stair can't be part of a turn, apparently. Maybe there's a good reason for that. Maybe it's just a law of the universe. I don't know yet. Okay, now we're making stuff. Oh, that's funny. We don't need this belt because this inserter is grabbing it from that one. We could do this. Okay. A little silly. Why are belts being consumed? I've learned about a wheel, but hang on. Take me down to the first floor. Why is this moving at all? Ah, because this demands belts as input. I see. So they're coming off this belt and going in there. Okay. Got it. So floor... Didn't it give me floor 3 a second ago? Oh no, it just made floor 2 bigger. I see. That's what new area meant. There's iron and blue. And more iron. There's now a symbol on factories, yeah. So if you need more of something... So far I haven't seen a reason to deliver more stuff to base. But maybe we'll get there someday. Obviously, like, we'll need more things for construction of other materials. Right? Like, maybe we need to make a lot of belts because something we're making requires a lot of belts. But base generally just needs, like... Base only needs to be filled up as quickly as I'm, like, clicking to place objects, right? And the objects I'm placing right now are fairly cheap, and so, like, we don't need to put more stuff in base. But, like, presumably someday there's going to be something that needs, like, 100 belts to make or something. As, like, not direct, but, like, 5 belts to make this, 2 belts to make that. You know, 5 belts to make A, 2 belts to make B, 2 A's to make B, and 10 B's to make C, or something like that, right? And then C is what I want to really be putting down. So yes, you could need more stuff, fine. But for now, we don't. All I'm being asked to invent today is the wheel, haha. It wants orange and green and an inserter. Okay. I kind of miss the open-ended approach of Factorio to just say, look, there's science packs, they're what you ultimately need, figure out how to get there on your own. Rather than being handheld at every step with a custom placed set of pieces. Right? The randomness was kind of part of the fun. But, okay, so I'm getting the impression, by the way, that there is no tutorial. This is just like the game, which sets you up with resources for starting a factory, and then maybe it gets bigger and more random someday. Anyway, what the wheel? So we need green and, was it yellow? Green and orange, right. So where do I have all of those things? This is my orange, and upstairs is green, not far away. Then it also needs inserters, which I think are nearby, right? Ish? Well, not that near. But yeah, they're right here. Ah, and we've got access to more building materials now. That's nice, on both floors. That's yellow, right? Yeah, they wouldn't give me orange. Alright, yeah, so wheels, for example, seem like they're going to be, you know, kind of like gears in Factorio. An intermediate product that you perhaps need a lot of. And they're eating inserters, which are already, like, okay, they're not expensive, but they are something I imagine I'm going to need a lot of. So we can make a dedicated orange here if we want. And how would we make green? What is green again? Green should be blue and yellow, shouldn't it? Yeah. Well, there's a perfect place to do that here, right? So let's just mine all that stuff out. Oh, were those both downstairs? They were, I see. There's not a space between these to do it with just like direct loading. That's fine. So you are to make orange. You are to make green. Right, and we don't need inserters for these. Well, I mean, we do. Oh my god. I was trying out placing sustainably with the shift button. Did not turn out to be what I wanted. Okay. So for the moment, I'm not going to make a new belt producer. Although I could, right? There's iron here and blue here. But I'm not going to. So that's green. That's orange. Need a factory there. And make wheels, right? Of course, I placed this very awkwardly. Why is it not getting orange? Oh, the red is not... Fine, we'll do it like that. So now it's making stuff, but we can't export it very easily. Let's just throw a crossover in here. Like, how? What is this? Huh? What does this do? I want, like... Okay, experiment time. Let's say that I had a line of reds. This is kind of going the wrong direction, isn't it? Ah! I kind of thought a crossover would be like an intersection where things could go through it in both directions. But it's 2 by 1, which suggests it's not that. It's like you have 2 parallel lines and you swap them, right? Maybe? Do I have a good place to test that? I mean, not exactly. Oh, purple's going the other way, isn't it? So in fact, this would be a good test. If I throw a crossover here, yes, it does do that. All right. So is that what I wanted at all in solving the problem of getting these out? Not really, right? Not at all? So we can only get this to base with stairs, which is fine. I have a billion stairs. It's a little, like, janky layout-wise, but... Oh, although... This is right in the middle of something, huh? Let's put it there, so it doesn't collide with anything upstairs. And of course, this stuff's in the way. That's fine. Sort of. We'll just do this for now. How am I at minus 0.15 per second, by the way? Oh, I see. These are actually consumed by the base, so you do have to make them more quickly. Interesting. So the recipes for the wheel, that's why I was suggesting making more. I see. So this takes 4 to make, which means we do make progress, but not very much at the rate we're going. We need several factories. I see. So where does it tell me that, besides here, which is where, like, I'll lose... I only have this meter for, like, this level. Next level, there'll still presumably be some wheel consumption. But I won't have that there to tell me. I guess this would sort of tell me. But this is not easy to read at all, or use for diagnostics. So... okay. Let's put away childish things here for a moment and build something... Ooh, uh-oh. What was here? Oh, I found the keystrokes go up and down stairs. This was making... Oh, was this going upstairs? Yeah, that was where this is coming from, I see. Oh, it still is, okay. But what was this doing? This needed input, factories and yellows. Did I delete my factory? I guess I must have. Iron, red, and blue. Yeah, it looks like we were doing that here, right? Although, where was I getting red from? Oh, this is a factory. This factory is making miners. It wants factories. Oh, It wants factories and yellows. Factories are coming from here. How was I getting them down there? No, this is making factories. Okay, it's way too easy to accidentally delete stuff. Getting factories from here, so it needed yellows. It was getting yellows somehow? Oh, this must be where... Okay. I guess I need to place a stair down from upstairs, right? There we go. Alright. So... we have a separate production stream of greens here and oranges here, but we need more than one factory for them. So we need to join these up into like a row of factories, right? So let's not... okay. This is kind of tacky. Do something like that. Where inserters are coming in. Okay, I don't need a separate line for inserters like that. I can just put a fork here, a splitter, right? What's with this? Why are we outputting orange here? Nobody seems to want it. Oh, it's going upstairs. Oh my gosh, this layout is a nightmare. Okay. However, it's fine, because I think it's fine. What I want... Okay, what is this? Where is... This is not connected anymore. Oh, that was my wheel input line, so I'm not using it anymore, so I can just leave that in as, like, okay. Ah! God, give me back my undo button, which I've never had in this game, but I really should have, because it's like the 21st century. Come on. Okay. So, these need 3 inputs and 1 output, right? So, you kind of need inserters. That's a total of 4 products. So, along the top and bottom of each of these rows, of each of these factories, actually, maybe it's better to do this upstairs. Do we have more space up there? Kind of. I mean, there's a lot of space down here, right? What do we do with iron and blue? So we make inserters. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and how fast do those get made? Every 3 seconds. And a wheel only takes 4. So if we're going to make 4 wheel factories, we need 3 inserter factories just to feed it all. And how about orange and green? Just 1 of each. Although inserters... No, they only require blue. Okay. So, I guess let's set up an inserter factory first, because the pieces are right next to each other, and it's so easy, right? How could he screw this up? I don't know, like that? No, he said we would need 3, right? Yeah. So, if we take belts, no. Like that for input. No, God, it's so hard to aim these fucking belts. Give me back WASD, please. Which, again, I have never had in this game, but I have had in other games, and really would like to have it back. And if I say you guys are all making inserters... Oh, actually, you know what? I bet I only need 1 of each, right? Like, the one... Well, okay, but I guess it's fine. How fast does this mine? 1 alligator, 2... So about 1 per second. Which means we get out 1 inserter per second, which is what we were aiming for out of this little exercise. Okay. Fine. So I think we in fact do not need more inserters there, although it was kind of free to keep them. You don't get them back, I think, unlike Factorio. So now we need to connect that and the green and the orange all together. This orange and this green. So let's just say we don't want any of that anymore. Perfectly reasonable, right? That's where the green goes. And let's just say we want the orange to go basically the same way, right? Nope, stop it. now we've got a place for all that, right? And we just want to put in factories which have... Well, honestly, we could direct feed the inserters in, right? So we could do something like that. Although it would be nice if the inserters came out the top, right? Or if the wheels came out the top. So maybe we did do it like that. And then I'll run like green and inserters along the bottom. And yellow and output along the top. Kind of perilously close for space, huh? I hate that I'm not really following basic Factorio principles, by the way, of like, you know, all your production lines from east, you know, if you were building like a big old bus, you would have your belts going east-west and your production going north-south, or the other way around. And here I've just made kind of a mishmash, and it causes problems because now, like, which direction do you run the belt that's holding the outputs from these these wheels, right? You don't really want to run it to the east or to the west because you want to get it to like here. And you can run a belt that joins up in the middle. It's just like kind of tacky. But that's what I'll do. Oh, they don't... Does the splitter work there? Probably. Hope so. So if we take inserters in and inserters out... No, inserters out won't work like that. Because they can't reach 2 squares away for output, only for input. So this doesn't actually work. That's kind of funny. So how do you get an input line and an output line on the same side of a factory? Is that just not possible? That seems wrong. That can't be true. You just need to do it the other way, where the input is further away than the output. And the problem is that at the moment, that's just not what I want. But it could be if I moved things. Ugh. Okay, so blow all that up. And we're just going to put stuff even further to the left. Like that, right? It's still a little touchy to feed all these, but it is, I think, possible because... Well... Yeah. So if we put... If we run a green line like this... Oh my god, it's so easy to accidentally delete shit. No, 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 make make inserters, please. Where? Come on. I just need 2 lines, and it's like hard to get them both there. Unless I guess just move this even further away? Like that? That was part of the problem I was having, was that it was too cramped? Okay. So now, I think, I can pretty comfortably fit like a line of something along the bottom. It's a little like... Okay, I mean, obviously, I can put inserters there. We've got a nice little inserter line. And if I could just get, like, greens or yellows down here, I would be happy, because I could load them all in from here, right? Which I can do with stairs, probably. It just seems like there ought to be some other way to do that. I don't know. Alright, but I'm not going to. So, where is a place that I can fit a stair down that won't cause much trouble? I could do one like right here, right? And then... Well, I forget exactly where I need the stair up. Just here, right? So... like that. And I've accomplished my switchover. So I can run in that and that. And we don't seem to be under pressure for like number of belts yet, at least. Which is nice, although I am using them somewhat freely. So you guys are making wheels, please. And remember there was some funny business about the order. We need, sadly, to have the output be closer to the factory than the input. So that means we need a line that goes like this. And then our line of yellows needs to duck downstairs to cross over this at some point. This seems fine, right? No, because there's a thing right there. Okay. Of course there is. The base is in the same place. I see. So I can't... This is kind of making a barrier on both floors, because you can't just duck under something unless there's space for it on the bottom floor. So if there's an area that is used on both floors, it's kind of blocked like, for real, right? I can't, like, tunnel under the base, for example. Am I allowed to go upstairs if I want? Would that be allowed? No, I don't have a third floor. I can't create one. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Because getting those yellows over there kind of sucks, doesn't it? Or golds, I guess. I mean, I guess this is where the golds are coming from. I routed them downstairs and then back up. No, wait. This is the set of golds I want to use, and I sent them down here, but not for any good reason. I could send them elsewhere, right? I just thought I'd want them going the same way, and then it turned out I didn't. Or I could have the inserters go up here, but like the factory's right there, so... Alright, so... I mean, I do have space. Sort of. Up here. Right, the top area is not too contested. Congested? Contended? I don't know. I could just route around like this to begin with, right? So just destroy all this. Ah, but not that. And... this is my dedicated... draw a long path this way, making sure to leave a little space to mine out those blues someday. And like, is now a good time to go downstairs? I mean, upstairs? Yeah, looks good. Okay, I guess I should go this way first. So inserters pulling down and also pushing back up. That should do it, right? We're making wheels now. It's going to take some while to ramp up production as these golds get in. But we're producing exactly enough for 1 wheel per second. So once all the buffering gets sorted out, we should be online. Right, these take 4 seconds, which means they're only going to consume 1 wheel per 4 seconds. But there's some time while these guys load up their buffers that these guys aren't getting enough inputs. But that should eventually settle down and they'll all be running at peak capacity, I believe. This one still has no inputs, but I have faith in the power of math, right? I don't know, I'm a little nervous. They both grabbed those so fast. Yeah, somehow we're only producing enough orange. Oh, how fast does orange make? 1 second. So why are we... Is this inserter throughput? It looks like it's idle, but maybe it's not? What if I put another inserter here? Whoa! Oh my god, it moved me to the next thing, okay. So it gave me more space, and no new recipes. Just says make 150 wheels. Well, we've already proven we can produce faster than... Oh no, but I see, now they're being consumed even faster. So, but I was trying to investigate what is happening. Yeah, no, only one of these inserters is doing anything. So, and it's... Oh, it's waiting for input? But I thought we saw that these were producing at about 1 per second. No, inputs... These are backed up. I don't understand. Takes 1 second. One alligator. Right, it's saying like more than a second because they're spending time idle. And they're idle because they're lacking input, right? Yeah, it's like almost taking 2 seconds to make a wheel. Now, we're getting there, but... I mean, it's easy to fix, sort of. By just adding another orange factory here. And I presume we would have to do the same with the green factory. Right? Right now, we're backed up on greens, but that's because we were backed up on greens when we started producing oranges. We're consuming them at the same rate. And if we speed up oranges without speeding up greens, then the greens will become just as big a burden. I just don't understand why. Is the production rate... But no, these are backed up on... Yeah, these inserters just are slow, right? What does it tell me, like, inserter stat? Like, inserter. Crawl rate. Okay, I don't understand what crawl rate means, but it does say 2 seconds. So I guess if you want a factory to do something every second, you need 2 inserters feeding it? I see. Well, that's a problem. Easy enough to fix here. But it's going to cause issues in the rest of the production line for this stuff, right? So now it should be at overproduction instead, right? Yeah, look, the output's buffered up because there's not enough inserters to take stuff out. Now there are, so we can produce 2 or... Well, 1 per second, but with a weird kind of jumbling because when clumping because of when I built these. But see, now we're consuming the red faster than it's coming out, and likewise the yellow. Get it. Like, what is the rate of mining this shit? Why won't you tell me? I can't click on the miner. Well, I can delete the miner. That's not what I wanted. It's presumably not under settings. No, okay. Stats. Like, you can't break it down. Well, okay, I guess in some sense we can, right? Because on the upper floor, we have this machine that makes greens, but it's not doing anything because we're not building any, we're not using any splitters. And likewise, it doesn't make anything else. So we only have to worry about the, like, let's say we want to measure this orange, right? We want to measure orange production. Is this orange doing anything? This isn't orange, it's yellow. This is orange, but it's not doing anything either, right? It's just blocked because we're not using any crossovers. So So in fact, the only source of production of oranges, and also the only source, I was going to say the only production of yellow, but that's not true, because we're using yellow upstairs to make green, aren't we? No, how do you make green? Where's my green? Here. So this is consuming yellow. So I can't measure my yellow production rate. But no red is moving at all, except for this red. So if I look at the stats of red production, I see that it makes 45 per minute, not 60 per minute. So to keep a single factory happy, I would need multiple red miners. Okay, fine. So there's a lot of like optimizing to do there. But have we finally started, by the way, to be blocked on greens at all? Yes, notice that this is clearing out. The remaining buffer is getting smaller and smaller. Eventually it'll be empty. There won't be a buffer. And we'll have the yellows would start to back up. But that's easily fixed. We can just add another inserter to this. Okay, this seems sort of like lame, but there you go. And throw like a splitter in here so that we can have another inserter. And so now the green should be producing as fast as the orange is. I noticed this one produces a little while. Does that make sense? Yeah, it should rarely produce because we have enough factory capacity to make 1 per second. And if we were to throw this away, we could make 3/4 of 1 per second. Wait. Shouldn't that exactly match with our output? Because we're producing 3/4 of an orange per second. And so I think this factory should just be idle all the time, but I guess since the yellow comes out in clumps, sometimes one slips by. I think if we like removed all of this, we would see there would be no backup on this line ever. But I'm interested to confirm that fact. It should be true. Okay, and I think that'll do for today. Are we going to do a second video? Who knows? But we managed to, like... We learned some things about optimization in this game, and we automated some gears, which are actually wheels. And I learned about reducers. I know how to make... What? Continue and next? Come on, man. I don't know which of those buttons to press. I'll try continue. What the hell? 45 per minute wheel. Why are you asking me this? What does it even mean? Why is there a line here? I know that's how many I'm making. Oh, do you want me to reach like a certain wheel production now? I guess? Anyway, who cares? I want to know about this recipe. What is the new thing I learned? Nothing. What? Hello? Wasn't there something I learned about reducers, right? Oh, next mission? So continue... Alright, whatever. Okay, continue gave me a new floor to work with, and now we know about steel, iron, and red, okay. So we're not doing this today. What's a reducer? Make small items? I don't have any idea what that means. Alright, anyway, like I said, I don't know if I'll do another one. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.